So hard work. There we are going to take a time lapse. And I have with me my Canon M50 because I want to wear as little as I can. And I'm gonna need that because it's quite a climb to get there. Yeah, it will be hard. So here we are in the start of the hike, and I'm not really looking forward to this because it's very steep to walk up. It's a hard hike, especially in the beginning. Another thing is I have a problem with I think it is hips down here on this side. So when it is too climby and it's very steep, I get some pain here and I just have to stop. So the hardest steep is the one I struggle really hard with, and I know I just have to relax and calm down and stop and wait until continue. But it's very frustrating because you just want to be finished with it. So yeah. But I started early because the weather will be warmer. And I want to start before it gets too warm. So it's around 9 o'clock on a free day. Just to avoid the hottest part when climbing, because when I am up there, the sun will not be a problem, or the temperature, because then the hardest climb is over. So as you can see, the start is really hard. It's going right up here, and I am like that. I need some time to get warm and where I feel I can really walk. To start like this, right up, is especially very hard for me because it takes me a lot of time to get heated up and more used to the walk. And that's why I don't like this place that much to walk up, because it's so hard in the start. It gets easier around half of the way, but I really need to be warm here. When I'm always starting a hike, I'm thinking, is it worth it? And I'm going for a time lapse. I have with me my Canon M50 in case I see something I can take photo of, and I will show it to you here. But you always have that thinking, is it worth it? But in the end, as long as I reach my goal, and it doesn't matter how long time it takes, then it is really worth it. And the time lapse might not be beautiful or okay or anything, wind or the clouds can disappear. I am not 100% sure that my time-lapse will work okay. It might happen that I need to take another trip here. But yeah, it's still worth it. It really is. You just need to focus on your mind and the positive things, not the negative. As long as you're doing that, you can go wherever you want. It's very much in your head. So from now on, I'm going to focus on walking up, and I will record some video along the way. If there is a photo, I will stop, of course, and tell you if I see something. So yeah, enjoy. I've set on some music so you can enjoy. Okay, so we are closing in to the part where the hardest part is finished. It's still some quite going up places here, but here it's all the way the same, and it's really hard. Oh, that's why I don't walk here too much, because it's a pain for me. But now from here it is still hard, but not that hard. Sometimes I walk into the forest just to see, and it's so beautiful. I wish I had my Sony or Canon or Fujifilm with me, Sony especially is good for forest. Canon M50, it will struggle with the light. It's kind of low light situation, even if it is daylight. But I will take out my Canon M50 and see what I can get and show you. So I tried to take some photo there, but as I thinking, the low light situation is a problem with this camera, especially with this camera. And I can't go up that much on ISO. Even 800 ISO and you get a bit noisy. What I think about this, I should have taken with me my 22 2.0 lens with me instead of this, because that's a better low light lens. But then I don't have stabilization on it, but this lens has stabilization. Yes, it has image stabilization, so it's kind of one lens without stabilization and one with stabilization is mostly equal in a situation like this in the forest. So, but I think maybe the 22 will be a better choice in forest. This kit lens is very good for daylight and everything, but in low light it can be hard sometimes, unless you have a tripod, of course. So, talking about the time-lapse, I like these clothes for time-lapse. It's very good, but in time-lapse you need some clothes, not too few. If there is too few of them, it will not work. But in that direction it looks better. The time-lapse will be taken in that direction, and the sun will be more in that direction. So that I will have the sun there and taking time-lapse there. But you never know what will happen, if it will be good or not. You can just hope. Forest photo, if you're unsure of what you are going to take photo of, because there is so much tree, it's difficult to see and compose a photo in forest. But what should you look after? I am looking after light, like this, like I'm going to show you now. You need some light in your forest photo. As you can see here, not sure if you can see it, right there, right there. And the light gives you depth in your photo. If it is no light, no sunlight in the forest, the photo will look quite dull and boring and not with a depth that you need. But just some lights like this and you have a quite good forest photo. And then you have to compose the photo, but you have to think like this, that you can crop some if you want to. And if you don't want to crop, you need to really look good to see how you compose the photo well. But I am very new in forest photo, and it's hard to get a good composition. But sometimes when you look at the light, you also will see the composition, because you know that the light has to be there, and you have to move the camera around that light to take out the thing you don't want to be there and the thing you want to be there. That you want to be at should be there. But let's continue. I have when I see forest, I always looking for a photo, and I can't do this because I need to get up before the clouds up there disappear, because I think they will be fewer as it gets hotter and hotter. So I need really to get up. Oh man. So I am on a place called Sæterhaugen on Norwegian. And I've always been thinking that this is the hardest part of this hike. But I am not really sure, because I still have to go up some. I have only walked down that area, so I'm not sure how it is to walk up. But I don't think it will be as hard as this climb has been. But now I'm going to sit down and relax and take some water. Oh my god. I'm hoping I'm over with the worst. It's hard. But it's worth it. So I was thinking if I have another t-shirt with me, because this is as expected all wet. But I think I will keep it on until I'm sure I have no climbing left. It's we are going up there. It's still quite a walk up, so if I take it too early, my other shirt may also be wet, which is not. I don't like to walk when all of the clothes is just wet. It's beautiful for time lapse. I'm just hoping it will stay like this. In this direction, as you can see here, it's fewer clouds. This is not the best. So I'm just hoping there will be some clouds there. Let's hope. So I have started part 2 of the climb, and it's 2 or 3 years ago I was here last, and then I was walking that direction down. As you can see here, we have to walk up. So let's hope it's not that bad. I really don't need that much climbing, but of course some climbing I knew it would be. But look at this one, right up there. But I think it is on some parts very that is very hard, and then there is some place that is easy. So it's be hard, easy, medium, something like that. And it's only around 150 meters from here, or from the place I was, to the place we are going to. It's a place called Risnakken. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that time, but it has to be done. And I hope with the God it is worth it. Do you remember the thing I pointed out at the start of the video? That's the same thing. It's a sign of that I am finished with the hike. Let's see how this will work out. It's quite a long time I was here, and I was never thinking of a time lapse from here on that time. So I am not sure if I will get any time lapse from here, not time lapse. But I hope, because here I will get a very good view to Rognan. And I'm hoping I can point the camera down in at the same time as the cloud is there and get a really good time lapse. And I think I have to be here at least 1 hour just for the video of the time lapse, maybe more, because this is a trip I don't want to take again very soon, at least. But that's something you never are sure of in any hike, if you get any good result. And you can't just give up if that happens. If this is not a good time lapse, then okay, I have to come back in another time and hope for better condition. But I will still not be sure if that will be okay. Even then it might happen that it does not work. And should you give up then? No, I don't do it. I never give up, because one day the condition is there and you get what you want, and then all of it is worth it. Oh, look at the view. Oh my god, there is Storfråga. Look at that view. It is worth it. Now I need to find a place. The first thing I will do, set up my GoPro 8 with a tripod, look after a good composition. As you can see, the clouds is quite good. So I need to be fast, set it on record, because this will not last long, I think. So I have got a new t-shirt on. The other one was very wet, so it was really good to get some dry clothes on, so I'm not freezing. But there is so much sun here that freezing will not be a problem. I have started the time lapse. The hardest part of the time lapse is always the composition, and I am not really happy because you have that cable here. That will be in front of the camera. I could have walked down there, but I really don't want it. I don't see, I don't think the cable will be a extraction. The cable is quite, what's important is that the cable is not moving that much. If it is moving a lot, because of the wind, it will not be a good time lapse. If it is still in the footage, then it will be okay. So you can see here is the camera. It's the GoPro 8. I try to take the composition where the focus is Rognan and of course the clouds. So it's a give and take. You need the clouds in a time lapse, so you can't priority anything else really. You need to think first clouds, and then you need to think of what you want else in the photo. And often you will see that time lapses is pointed more up to the clouds than down, of course, because that's up is where the clouds are. But here I am thinking of taking quite right in the horizontal. The best part with the time-lapse, or maybe not always, is the waiting time. I will wait at least 1 hour because I want to, sometimes you need to cut on clip and everything, and to cut out parts that is not that good. I might even set it on longer time, just to make sure I get at least 20 or 13 minutes, 13 seconds. And there's nothing you can do. You have to wait. It's it takes a photo every 5 seconds, and that's easy mathematic. It needs to stay there some time. So from time to time I'm going to check if everything is okay. The GoPro is like this, that it will blink with a red light on like this. And if there is any error, like it has stopped to record because of error with the SD card, it will show nothing. It will just be no red light there. So to check it if it is okay, I am just looking there and I can see that the red light is okay. So it's still working. It might happen that you get some error with the SD card, and of course you want to fix that. What I usually do is format the SD card on the camera and start over again. But of course, if you wait too long, like if I have waited 1 hour without checking this, and this camera had stopped at like 10 minutes, then I lost a lot of time, and it's really wasted. So now and then I'm going and checking that everything is okay with that camera, and it is now. And talking about the time lapse, it has been lesser clouds than I hoped for. But it is there is some clouds there, so I am not sure how the time lapse will be. I'm very excited when I'm getting home to watch it on a bigger screen, because watching it on the GoPro screen, it gives you nothing. You can't really see anything details from that little camera. But let's hope it is enough clouds. There is Vik, a local place, and there is Storflåga. Here is Rangland. There is Knöveråsvannet. So, as you can see, fewer clouds. I really wish it was more. And let's see. Okay, 59 minutes. I think I can stop it here. Let's check it. Now remember that the screen is not good. The cable is almost still. I think there is no problem there. But I wish it was more clouds. But I can handle the hiking and planning and everything. But the weather has to do the rest. And you never know what it will be. When I started today, it was mostly cloud everywhere. But as the time has gone, the cloud has been lesser and lesser and lesser. And that's why I really wanted to get there so fast that I could, because I had a feeling that this will happen. So, but you can't do so much about it. I am happy with the hike, with the trip. Let's see how the time-lapse will be, but I'm not sure that will be that good. So what I will do now is pack everything in my backpack and return home. But first I will take some photos from here. I will also take some photos on my way down. And now I can focus only on photos, so I will show them to you in the end of the video. But here is the time lapse, so I am not sure how it will be. Here it is. So yeah, it's time to say goodbye and end this video. It's strange. It's the question is it worth it? And I think if you are a photographer, time lapse or video, anything, I think all of the effort is worth it, even if the result is not that good. Because you're always learning. You learn every time you are out there, and you get a lot of practice. So even if the result was not that you really wanted, then it's really okay. It's you can't be happy every time you're out there. There is disappointment, but you have just to think positive and think that, okay, not today, but maybe tomorrow. Always think positive. So yeah, it's been a great hike for me. So bye bye, see you later, alligator. And the next video, I'm not sure when it will be, but anytime. Bye bye, bye bye.